For we brought nothing into the world, and neither can we carry anything out. So think about it. The next time you see a funeral procession, who's in the hearse? Could be a rich man in town. Could be a poor man in town. They both ride out the same. So is the Bible correct? And I've never seen a hearse pulling a U-Haul yet. They may, but I don't think so. So the Bible's realistic about life. And it tells us exactly the mindset we need to have. Then in verse 8, it kicks in with the thought. So having sustenance and covering, we shall be content with these things. It takes a mindset. We have to brace up that mind to even think that way. So Jehovah keeps helping us to look at the reality of life. Appreciating that point too, there's other distractions that we could allow to enter the mind. It could be over our physical health. Health is a big topic, even for the United States government right now. They're talking a lot about it. But they understand people need health care. A lot of sick people in this country. Well, there's one thing we know, that perfect health is not yet attainable. So we recognize that fact. Now, it doesn't mean we have an I don't care attitude. That's not the case. But it's wise to avoid letting our health become an obsession or a constant concern.
Exactly.
And it could be. Our mind just could begin dwelling on that. Now, if we become overboard in that thinking, it could lead us to becoming self-centered. That's not good. Our mind then won't be in the things that it needs to be upon. And the danger exists. Just by letting health concern be a big thing in our life, we could push kingdom interests to the background. Not even having time for that because we're concerned about the health. It also could cause us to lead others or to try to lead others to impose upon them our personal opinions regarding the value of some diet, some therapy, some food supplement. So again, we could get sidetracked, even though in our mind, but I mean well by all of this. Only in God's new word will we have perfect health. So it helps stay balanced and get our minds exactly where it needs to be. So we're making sure the more important things, having an active share in the work of spiritual healing, that will be our number one priority. So you see the balance with the mind, and why we need to brace up that mind for that will help us to stay balanced along this line. Look at Jude, the 17th and 18th verse. How they used to say to you, in the last time there will be ridiculers proceeding according to their own desires for ungodly things. Well, verse 17 is thought-provoking. Can you call to mind the sayings of the apostles? We had a good example just in our public talk. Mainly Peter's words were used for the basis of the public talk. What did we learn from those words of the Apostle Peter? Well, he told us to keep close in mind the coming of Jehovah's day. Now, verse 18 said they'd be ridiculed. We know that's the case. So which way did the mind go? Are we going to listen to the sayings of the apostles? Or pick up on the sayings of the ridiculers? All that has an effect on the mind. Listen to the apostles, because we know Jehovah worked through them.